It's time for a new beginning. Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here, and I'm back with a review of the new Pokemon series, Pokemon Episode 1. Let's go ahead and get into my thoughts on the new series and the opening and just everything about it. For one, I just gotta say, I love the vibe that this new series is giving off. The first episode was really cool. It was way different from the first episode of previous series where, normally it's like Ash getting to the new region, getting ready to start his adventure, meeting the starters and stuff like that. Here, it's very different. We get to see young Ash wanting to go to Professor Oak's Pokemon camp. And it's like, oh man, for one, I just love that they gave young Ash a different voice. It was really cool to see. Young Ash was really adorable. It was like, yes, I'm going to the camp. And we get a confirmation that this is Ash at 4 years old. So time does pass in the animation. Just when he turns 10, I guess, that's just when it stopped, okay? I don't know what's the logic. But yeah, basically Delia's like, you can go to this camp, but you got to make sure you wake yourself up because Delia's going to be busy that day. But Ash isn't the only main character that we see when he was younger, but also Pikachu as a Pichu. We get to see that Pichu was alone in the forest, just, living his life, doing his own thing. It couldn't master his Thunder Shock, which, that's the thing with Pichu's, when it uses electric type moves, it still ends up shocking itself. But yeah, little Pichu was recently just born too, and it was all alone, so it's kind of sad seeing, Pichu looking around at all the families, and it's just like, dang, I'm all alone, But as this is happening, this is when Pichu gets its new family, which is a Kangaskhan. That's right, Mother Kangaskhan ended up catching Pichu after Pichu fell off of a cliff, and basically took Pichu in, a part of his family, which was really cool in my opinion. For one, I just gotta say, I love how Pichu's voice sounded so similar to Ash's Pikachu. Like, Pichu's in the previous series had a different voice. Like, if you remember the Pichu brothers or any of the Pichu has a specific voice to Pichu, but this Pichu specifically had the same voice as Ash's Pikachu does. So, a lot of times when they said Pichu, I thought I was about to say Pikachu, but yeah, it was really cool. And Pichu ended up living with this Kangaskhan for quite a long time as well. We then get the introduction of two new characters, Go and Koharu, at Professor Oak's camp. And unfortunately, our boy Ash threw his Pokeball alarm. So this is something that he always does, apparently. Like, in the preview for the next episode, we get to see he does it again. But he has Pikachu to wake him up this time, which is good. But yeah, 6-year-old Ash ends up waking up, realizing, oh shoot, I'm late. And pulls in episode 1, running to Professor Oak's lab, hoping that, they'll wait for him. Which Oak actually does try to wait on Ash, but unfortunately, they have to keep going because they have to make sure they're back on time. So sadly, Oak could not wait on Ash to get to the lab. And I felt bad for Ash, because it's like, oh man, because he was so sad. And apparently this isn't the same camp Ash met Serena in. I'm guessing it's either, maybe the next year's camp, maybe when he turned 7, or maybe when he was 5. I'm not too sure. He did appear to be a little older in that one, so I'm guessing that's when he was 7. But we get to see a lot of Go's character in this episode as well. And he appears to be a know-it-all. Like, he knows everything about Pokemon. He knows every Pokemon. And it's basically teaching the camp instead of Professor Oak. And this is funny line of him saying, Farfetch doesn't evolve though. And Oak just has a little sweat mark like, oh shoot, it doesn't. But I think Oak really knows that there's Ingalar Farfetches do evolve in the Surfetch. But yeah, as the camp keeps going on, Go and Koharu actually end up wandering off. And this is where they encounter the mythical Pokemon itself, Mew, fighting a Nidoking. And I just gotta say, I really did love how Mew was just mimicking every move that Nidoking was using. Like, this thing was super powerful, yo. Nidoking didn't even land a hit. And I really do like how Go and Koharu did not know anything about Mew whatsoever. Like, Go knew everything about every Pokemon, but he didn't know what a Mew was. He was just sitting there like, what the heck is this? And once Mew notices that Go and Koharu were watching, actually ends up running away, which Go actually tries to go and follow it. And at the same time, Pichu is still playing with his Kangaskhan family. So to think that if Ash went to this camp and possibly, wandered off with Go, Ash could have met Pikachu as a Pichu 4 years before he would have got it, which would have been crazy, yo. But no, that wasn't the case. Baby Kangaskhan ends up noticing Mew and actually ends up wandering off as well. And this is where Kangaskhan and Pichu go on a hunt for it. Baby Kangaskhan ends up also going to the edge of the cliff, yo. And for a minute, I thought this was going to be Pikachu's sad backstory, They mentioned in the summaries Pikachu had a counter and a farewell, and it's like really sad, and that caused it to evolve. So I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, oh no, what if this is what happens? What if the Kangaskhan baby doesn't make it, and this caused Pichu to be sad and stuff? That actually wasn't the case. Mew used his psychic powers to save the Kangaskhan baby, and Go and Pichu were so close to each other. It's gonna be so funny in the next episode that they're gonna see each other. I wonder if Pichu will realize, Go. Pichu didn't really notice Go because they were kind of on two different parts though. So they really didn't meet each other, but it's so funny how close they were to meeting. And I gotta say, I really do love the bond between Pichu and the Kangaskhan's, Like, it really feel like they've grown into a real family, which, it gets so heartbreaking what happens later. But Professor Oak ends up describing Mew, basically, to Go and Koharu, because Go actually mentioned that it used every move and was, like, transforming into different Pokemon. And we get to see Mew transform into Ditto, which kind of brings up the belief that, Ditto is a failed clone of Mew. A lot of people think that. I'm not too sure. I actually believe that's the case, especially since they showed Mew transforming so much in this episode. And that transforming into Ditto is just highly possible, And poor Ash missed the camp. And I just felt so bad, bro, because he was so excited. Like, seeing young Ash run down the stairs, doing freaking tricks and everything. He was just so excited to meet the new Pokemon, It just shows that, Ash has always been excited about Pokemon since he was little. And it was so sad that he missed out. He also missed out on meeting Go, which is crazy because he's going to meet Go in the next episode. But yeah, many months have passed and Pichu and the baby Kangaskhan end up getting bigger. And it's getting too much for the Kangaskhan mother. Which Pichu notices this and tries to, get out of the pouch and let Kangaskhan walk. But Kangaskhan, being the mother figure it is, put Pichu back in the sack and kept running so that they could get safely away from the rain. And this scene hurt so much because Pichu didn't want to leave his family, but he knew that it being there was making things hard for the Kangaskhan mother, and they wanted them to be happy. So Pichu decides to leave at the end. And I just broke my heart because Pichu didn't get a proper farewell. The Kangaskhan and the Kangaskhan baby are gonna wake up and notice Pichu's gone. Probably gonna go searching for it for days and weeks. And then possibly give up, not knowing what happened to Pichu. And that just breaks my heart, It's like, dang, Pichu, you at least left a note or something. But it's not all sad for Pichu because Pichu actually realizes how happy they look together and starts to remember all the good times that they had. And Pichu evolves through the happiness and friendship. So Pichu getting happy to see, that it made such good friends with the Kangaskhan baby, and to see that they're happy together now, causes Pichu to toughen up. And this scene I really love because Pichu's final words was actually Pikachu, and then it started evolving, I was like, yo! Like, I love how I said the name Pikachu and then started evolving. Like, it's like, because I've been saying that about the voice thing, it had that same voice as Pikachu. And here it just finally learned the name, and I guess that's when it started to evolve. That was a really cool scene, in my opinion. And I love how happy Pikachu was as a Pikachu, Like, it was just so cool seeing Pikachu realize, oh, shoot, did I just evolve? And it's just like, yes, I evolved. And this is when Pikachu gives one more wave farewell to the Kangaskhan's and goes off on his own for the next 4 years. Which, I'm kind of sad that they didn't show Oak actually catching Pikachu, but they do show Pikachu moments before meeting Ash, like running basically through Pallet Town. So yeah, it's implied that Oak caught Pikachu just before Ash got there. And once again, Ash wakes up late. Like, we get a recreation of episode 1 in this moment right here, which I love a lot because I love when they do moments of flashbacks or recreation moments in the new art style. Like, this is really cool in my opinion. It's like a revamped version of the original scene, and I really love it a lot. But yeah, then the moment happens, Ash gets to the lab, meets Pikachu, and Pikachu ends up shocking Ash just like in the original series. This is an iconic scene because this is where they began. And the thing they came so far, The narrator ends up telling us, Pikachu and Ash had many adventures since that moment, and now they're about to start a new one. And this is where we get to see Ash in his new design, along with Pikachu, and the opening begins. Which I gotta say, this opening is way different from any previous Pokemon opening that we've received. And I actually like it a lot, though. It was entertaining. I believe this is the most anime-esque opening that Pokemon has ever had, though, Because it was like the song, the just visuals, it just felt so anime-ish. It was nothing like a previous Pokemon opening. Normally the Pokemon openings show Pokemon Ash will catch and, his friends, the adventures that they'll go on and stuff. But here, it was very different. I gotta say, I love how they showed off each region, even the Alola region, and it's like, I miss Sun and Moon so much still, seeing Rowlet lit in the Poplar Hill. I can't wait till Ash goes back to Alola, man. It's gonna be amazing. But as for the song, I really do love the song and the visuals of this opening. The scene where they're all dancing is just hilarious to me because the dance Ash is doing is so wacky, yo. Like, Ash could never dance. But it's just so funny to me seeing him, like, do this little shimmy dance. I'm like, what the heck, Ash? You still gotta work on them dance moves. And we also get a shot of Team Rocket in this opening as well, which, yep, they're back. And I really do wonder how will they be handled in the series since Ash and Pikachu will be traveling the world, you know. Will we only see Team Rocket in Kanto episodes, or will we also see Team Rockets in different regions as well? But I truly do love the opening a lot, and I'm really hyped to see what this series has to offer. It seems like it's going to be a really fun and enjoyable ride with amazing moments. I gotta say, this first episode was really nice. I'm glad that we got the backstory of Pikachu, and I actually do hope that Pikachu ends up seeing that Kangaskhan again, since they're living in Kanto now. Like, it'll be so nice for Pikachu to, you know, just one day stumble upon the Kangaskhan den, go and speak to the Kangaskhan, and, you know, they see that it's a Pikachu and found a happy family with Ash now. Like, I want that to happen. I want Kangaskhan to, you know Pichu is all right now, and it's a Pikachu, and it's happy with Ash. Like, Kangaskhan didn't know what happened to Pichu, and so I'm hoping we do get an episode like that, but we just have to wait and see. This is a lot of potential with this new series. From what we're seeing of Go's character, I think it's going to be pretty interesting because Koharu mentions Go, you can never make friends, and that Go's like, I don't need any friends. And as we see in the preview for the next episode, Go's like, I'm making you my friend, Ash. So I feel like Go has trouble making friends, and, you know, the fact that he meets Ash, I feel like Ash is going to be the one who opens up Go to make him more friends and, you know, just becoming a better person. Because Go, he's a know-it-all, and, you know, a lot of people don't like know-it-alls, but I feel like Ash is going to be the one to really help Go develop. Like, Go is basically Ash, Gen 1 Ash. Like, you know, he's going to be cocky, he's going to be a hothead, he's going to think he's a know-it-all, and Ash is going to help him realize, you know, you got to calm down, you know. Like, it's a lot more than just being a know-it-all. Kaharu's character was very entertaining as well. It's kind of sad that she won't be traveling with Ash and Go across the regions because I feel like the three of them will have great moments together. But I feel like Ash and Go are going to be like the two brothers. Like, the series is focused on them two being like the big focus. They're going to be the two bros. Go's going to have to learn a lot because Kaharu's going to still mostly focused on school and stuff. So that makes more sense. And Ash is still good old Ash. I'm glad Ash is back for the new series, yo. Because, yeah, he won the league, but his journey isn't over. He's still aiming to become a Pokemon master. And I believe this will be the series that he does it in, yo. They changed the name back to Pokemon. This has to be the series. Ash becomes a Pokemon master. I don't know what he has to do specifically, but I feel like we'll find out later on. But yeah, everyone, there's a lot of potential for this new series. And I'm really excited for episode 2 now because I really want to see that Lugia raid and Ash meeting Go finally. Like, I see there's a lot of potential with this new series, with continuity and just everything. I really do hope that we get a nice story, nice character development. We get to see a lot of Ash's old Pokemon being used again as well. Like, episode 3, it's like they're going to that Bulbasaur forest that they went to back in the Kanto arc. So please, let Ash's Bulbasaur appear in that episode. Like, you have so much potential right now, Pokemon. Just use it. Like, that's all I'm hoping for. But yeah, everyone, in the comment section down below, let me know what y'all thought of the first episode of the new series, Pokemon. I'm still working on my video titling and stuff. I don't know if I'm titled Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Gen 8 Anime. We'll figure things out. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy. I can't wait to give you all many more reviews to come over this new series. Trayman1, peace out.